She stood in front of me with another man. Holding her hand, my heart shattered into pieces as she said, "I can't marry a mechanic. You're not my type." This is not just a tale. It is a path once walked, a truth once lived, a story of love and loss, of betrayal and triumph, a story that could have been yours, mine, or perhaps even the stranger passing by with dust on his feet. This is the story of Tom, a young man whose hands were stained with oil, and Monica, the girl whose dreams he once carried on his back. Tom, he was not born of gold or silk, but of grease and fire, a humble mechanic working day after day in his small workshop where the scent of oil was stronger than perfume and the sound of clanging metal sang louder than birds. His hands, rough like tree bark. His heart, gentle like morning dew. And his dreams, they were wide like the open sky. But among these dreams, there was one that shone brighter than all. Monica, a girl he met back in school, a girl he had vowed to support until she became more than she ever imagined. Now, listen closely. Tom had no riches to offer, no fine robes, no shiny gifts, but what he gave Monica was greater. His time, his belief, his undying support. When her studies threatened to drown her, he became her lifeboat. When sleep called, he stayed up reading beside her. He shared his food, his books, his soul. Tom spends over 70% of his earnings on Monica. He pays her fees and rents and makes sure she never lacks anything. They say love built on sacrifice is the strongest. And when Monica graduated from university, that victory was not hers alone. No, it belonged to both of them. Tom smiled that day, a smile born of sweat and silent prayers. But oh, how quickly joy can fade. That day of celebration would be the last time his heart would dance beside hers. Days passed. Then came the moment that shattered Tom's world. Monica returned. But not alone. She came holding another man's hand, her smile no longer soft, but sharp like broken glass. Tom, working in his workshop, wiping grease from his fingers, looked up with joy, only for that joy to crumble like a termite-eaten log. And then, the words. She told him she could no longer be with him, that she had met another, one with a degree, a good job. She said, "You are just the mechanic. You don't have the qualifications I need." Imagine the thunder that struck Tom's chest.
That moment, he sat there, eyes wide, spirit shattered. All he had given, his sweat, his sleepless nights, his soul thrown away like old metal parts. The very hands that built her dream were now labeled unworthy. She left him there, in the dust, in silence. And the world, it seemed, moved on. Tom did not eat. He did not sleep. He simply stared into the past, wondering what wrong he had done by loving someone more than himself. One afternoon, as Tom worked beneath a car, his hands dark with grease and his heart heavy as a rain cloud, a sound came, not of metal or wind, but of high heels clicking on the ground. A car, shining like a river in the sun, had parked before his humble shop. From it stepped a woman, not just any woman, no. This one wore power like a cloak, a billionaire, dressed in success, smelling of cities far beyond the hills. She watched him. She saw not his clothes or his oil-stained hands, but his spirit. And then she spoke. "You're really good at this," she said. "I run a big company. How would you like to manage one of our offices abroad?" The ancestors do not mock. Tom, the boy once rejected for being just a mechanic, now stood before a door that few ever see, and he walked through it, not out of pride, but to prove that worth does not wear a title. So he boarded a plane, and as it soared into the sky, so did his fate. Back in the village, the winds had shifted. Monica, now seated in a cafe with her new lover, heard whispers. A name floated by. Tom, managing director abroad. Her jaw dropped like a calabash slipping from the hand. She asked again, could it be? This same Tom who wiped oil from his hands? This same man she left behind? And just then, truth knocked harder. The man she was with, the man she had chosen over Tom, turned to her with trembling words. I'm married. 7 children. My wife is pregnant again. That day, Monica did not eat. Her eyes stared into a distance that even the wind could not reach. The man she thought was her future had never been hers at all. And now, she carried his child. Far away in a tall building overlooking a foreign city, Tom now sat, not on a wooden stool, but at a great desk, not with tools in his hands, but a pen of power. He smiled, not with pride, but with peace. The world had once called him just a mechanic, but now he was a leader, a builder not just machines, but of companies. He had proven, not to Monica, not to the world, but to himself, that true worth is not printed on paper. It is forged through fire, built with hands, and sealed with heart. So while Monica sat in the shadows of regret, Tom stood tall in the sunlight of his destiny. That is the story of Tom, the boy with greasy hands and a golden heart. Let it remind you, not all that glitters is gold, and not all that is covered in dust is worthless. The world may judge by what it sees, but the gods judge by what is hidden in the heart.